Okay guys, so it's time to show you my VenDread deck that I've been working for quite some time, and this is one of my favorite ritual decks, and this deck focuses on zombie monsters. We're gonna be using these zombies for ritual summoning, and we're gonna be doing as well a little bit of synchro summoning, XC summoning, and link summoning as well. And this is the VenDread deck, and also they have a really cool background story. It's kind of sad actually. So the story goes that this guy he is ritual summoned by powerful entities to kind of keep a balance in this crazy world where a bunch of cores, that's how they named them, they are named VenDread cores, something like that, started infecting the whole world, and now everything has turned into zombies, and they kind of evolve over time. So this guy is our superhero here. He loses everything. He loses his family, he loses pretty much everything. He's one of the few survivors in this world, and he kind of becomes like a superhero. And if you guys didn't know, this guy is inspired by the movie named Spawn. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's a really cool movie. The name of the movie is Spawn. So these guys are he represents Spawn in a way. Check that movie out, and the story is kind of similar but a little bit different. I think that Konami decided not to name them Spawn because if they do, they'll get copyright. So instead of naming them Spawn, they named them VenDread. Yeah, so it's check out the Spawn movie. I think they are the VenDreads are based on the Spawn movie, and I think they have a little bit of Resident Evil into it as well, because we're dealing against zombies and stuff like that, right? Anyways, guys, let me show you the deck profile. That's enough for the story, and let's begin with the deck profile real quick, and then I'll show you how to play this deck. I have some nice duels that I want to show you as well. Okay, so let's start with the staple cards first, and obviously we're gonna run triple Maxis, triple Ash Blossom. From the VenDread engine, we're gonna be running one Hound, one Revenant, and triple Scar. We're gonna be running here, guys, the Bestial engine. Now, why the Bestial engine is here? The Bestial engine is here is because you want to recycle back your zombies. Yes, VenDreads, they do have other options. They have other cards that can help you recycle back. But I tried these cards and they don't help you as much. So I decided to implement the Bestial engine so I can use the effect of Branded Regain so I can recycle back the zombies. The Bestial engine, and we're gonna be running one copy of the Magnahon, we're gonna be running one Serenel, one Draceworm, and triple copies of Lubellion. So this is the Bestial engine here. We're also gonna be running the Horus engine as well. Why? The Horus engine will help you send to the graveyard cards like Scar, so you can start the VenDread engine to so you can add the ritual spells, so you can add all the spells and traps that you need to get the VenDreads to your hand, and also that will help you. Scar will also help you ritual summon using cards like Happy, the Protection of Horus, and Demoteph. You can also use them as ritual summoning. So the Horus engine is here for that, and also the Horus engine is here to provide defense as well when you go first. Yeah, that's the main reason why the Horus engine is here. The VenDreads, they cannot survive by themselves, so they need help with these two engines here in order to win duels. So we're gonna be running triple copies of Empty Glory of Horus, one Demutef, one Happy, one Protection, and the boss of the deck, Horus the Black Flame Deity. You definitely need this guy to clear the boards as well. From the staple cards, two copies of Nibiru. Now back into the VenDread engine, we're gonna be running one Chimera, one Slayer, one Battlelord, one VenDread Executor, two Scavenger. So these two guys here, the level 8s, they will also help you exceed into level 8s as well. We also have VenDread Battlelord here, so you can go for level 10 monsters such as Baron de Fleur. And we have level 5 here, Chimera, so you can go for level 8s. The other ones like Hound and Revenant, they have ability to special summon themselves from the graveyard to the field. And with Ash, you can go with level 6, level 7. Now it's up to you if you guys want to take these two cards out and put different extra deck monsters here. But I like the way I made it. You have no gaps with this build right here, because you can go from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with each of the monsters if you don't need Ash in, let's say, in a particular turn, right? So Ash is our only tuner here. It's up to you if you guys want to add more tuners. I believe this is it right here. Let's continue. We have 3 copies here of Preparation of Rites. So Preparation of Rites will give you a quick access into the VenDread ritual monsters such as Scavenger and Slayer. And so in this card will help you add VenDread Revenus, the VenDread Origin, and also will help you add the VenDread Scavenger and the VenDread Slayer. So you have a couple of options here. The other ritual monsters are not named in their ritual spells, so you cannot add them to your hand. Only Scavenger and Slayer. We have 3 options here that you can go to. And Preparation of Rites is a must, so you can have a quick access as fast as possible to add your VenDread spells and traps. Okay, let's continue. We have 2 copies of Dark Ruler. We're running board breakers as well, so 2 Nibiros and 2 Dark Rulers, so we can board break our opponent a little bit much easier. We have Chaos Space, triple copies. This card is a must. This card will give you easy access to Luvelian, and also with this card you can recycle back your VenDread's monsters. They cannot be normal summon or set, so yeah, you can bring them back with Chaos Space as well, and you can draw 1 card on top of that too. We have triple copies here of VenDread Knights. So VenDread Knights will, this is the field spell, and this is VenDread right here fighting the zombies, the horde of zombies in the city. And so what this spell does is it helps you discard 1 card. That way you can discard any VenDread, including Scar of the VenDread, so you can start the VenDread engine. And also you can add any VenDread card, any VenDread monsters. So this card will give you quick access to Battlelord, Executor, any VenDread ritual monsters that you have here available. We also have triple copies of Walls of the Imperial Tomb. So after you do VenDread Knights, you can go for Imperial Tomb if you have it in the hand, so you can start the Horus engine. We're gonna be running 1 copy of VenDread Origin. So this is our hero here, and as you can see, this is the hand of one of the, I believe, one of the zombies, that one of those VenDread zombies monsters that do the ritual summoning on him. I believe it's the savior, VenDread savior, that actually ritual summon the our spawn hero. And as the ritual is performing, we can see right here how he's remembering his wife. So he lost his wife due to the pandemic, and he's going to have revenge on this zombie apocalypse. So he becomes the hero that we know as VenDread, Spawn, and this is him remembering his wife. And yeah, so this is the VenDread origin ritual spell that will help you ritual summon into the VenDreads. So basically, we will go for Chimera, we will go with Slayer and Battlelore, any VenDread ritual monsters actually. And yeah, only one copy. You only need one copy. You don't need more than two. The other ones are the other ritual spell that I'm going to go for now are much better. So we're gonna be running two copies of VenDread Evolution. This is another VenDread ritual spell. He is here fighting he's fighting the VenDreads, the zombies. And two copies of this card is a must. So this card has the effect that you can ritual summon any VenDread monster from the hand or graveyard. So if you have VenDread monsters, VenDread ritual monsters in the hand and graveyard, you can ritual summon using this card. So he also helps you. You must. It says here you must also tribute monsters from your hand or field and send one VenDread monster from your deck to your graveyard as a cost as well. So you can pick any other VenDread's ritual monsters, and you can also pick a Scar as well to ritual summon, and it'll also activate their effect, so you can add more ritual monsters and spells and traps of the VenDread archetype to your hand. We're also running two copies of the VenDread Ravenous VenDread. This is another ritual card that is even much better than the rest. So this card will help you. It stays here: special summon one VenDread monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard in face down. That means you always want to go for Scar. So let's say you have VenDread Slayer, or let's say Battlelore, and you have more monsters in your hand. You can use this card to special summon one Scar from the deck. So you can special summon either Secutor, a Slayer, Chimera, and Scavenger as well. That's what this card does here. Ritual summon any VenDread ritual monster from your hand or graveyard by tributing monsters you control, including the monster special summon by this card's effect. So special summon one VenDread monsters, that means Scar. You special summon Scar from the deck into your field face down, and you can ritual summon using monsters from your hand. And also you also have to sacrifice Scar in order for you to perform the ritual summon. From the Bestial engine, one copy of Regain. You don't need more than that. One copy is good enough. King Sarcophagus, definitely you need 3, so you can start your defense going first. 2 copies of Call by the Grave. 2 copies of VenDread Reorigin. You definitely need this card. So basically what you're going to do is, if let's say you already have enough spells and traps from the VenDread engine, you can discard let's say Scar, right, or sacrifice it for ritual summoning. With Scar you can add to the hand one VenDread Reorigin. This card will help you clear the board of powerful boss monsters your opponent has on the field, or any monster that you can think of. So target one face up monster your opponent controls that has a level. Keep in mind, it needs to have a level. So you can go for synchros, you can go for any monster that is monster effect. XCs are not affected, and link monsters are not affected. So target one face up monster your opponent controls that has a label, tribute it. And if you do special summon one token, Zombie Dark, 0 defense, equal to the monster's level. Keep in mind, you cannot normal or special summon as long as that token is on the field. So you need to get rid of that token as quick as possible using ritual summoning. This card is here just for defense and also to help you ritual summon as well. And finally, one Branded Beast from the trap cards. We're only gonna be running three trap cards here. And Branded Beast is also a trap card that will help you tribute one dragon. That means the Bestials. Pop a card on the field. And also will help you place Branded Regain from the graveyard to the field as well. We're gonna be running from the extra deck one Kodo Dragon, one Dawn Dragster, one Borlo Savage, one Ravenous Coco Dragon, one Boron the Fleur, one Psychic and Punisher. That is it for the synchros. For the XCs, one Phantom Striker, one Dragulus, one number 38 Hope, one number 68, one number 90 Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, one VenDread Saber. That is it for the XC. For the Link, one VenDread Saber, one SP Little Knight, one Blackluster Soldier, and finally one Underworld Goddess. Okay, so let's play. Dragster here is here for spells and trap protection. Warlord Savage Dragon, same thing as well. You can summon him once you have your cards like VenDread Saber in the graveyard, and let's say SP Little Knight as well. You can pick them for Omni Negates. Coco Dragon is here for getting rid of a monster's cards on the field, and also he will help you draw as well. Baron the Floor is here for Omni Negates. One number 28 Dragulus. So this guy has a really cool effect that once per turn, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face up monster on the field that was special summoned from the extra deck, change it face down. The main reason why this guy is here is because he has another cool effect that if this face up card it is in its owner's control, it is sent to the graveyard banished by your opponent's card's effect, you can special summon it. You can special summon this card face down. If this card is flipped face up, send one card on the field to the graveyard. This card will help you get rid of powerful cards on the field. And also he has another effect as a quick effect. When he's summoned and you have material to get flip a monster face down, you can summon him using using the Bestials. And also Bouncer Striker is here for monster's effect negation by detaching one spells and trap. Sorry, by detaching one material. And you can also deal 1,000 damage. Cards like number 68 is here to stop your opponent from abusing their graveyard. You summon this card, detach, and your opponent can no longer special summon from the graveyard. He also has a protection against destruction, so that's pretty good. You summon this guy using your Horus and also Lubellian as well. Number 90 is here to stop your opponent from activating monster's effect. And number 38 Hope is here as well for spell and trap protection. VenDread Saber, he has the ability of adding you back your VenDread spells and trap, and also VenDread monsters from the graveyard to your hand. So basically what I like to go for is VenDread Reorigin. I can get Reorigin back into my hand, and place it as defense and set it as defense on the field. We have Espiritu Knight, you know what she does. Black Luster Soldier and Underworld Goddess is here, so you can get rid of tower defense monsters. Alright guys, so this is the VenDread deck that I've been working for quite some time, and let's move on into the gameplays. Okay guys, so let's move on into the gameplays, and playing VenDreads, I was able to rank up all the way to diamond rank. Let's begin the first duel. So this duel I was playing against what it seems to be a blue eyes deck that focuses on OTKing your opponent. And if your deck is not ready for this type of decks, you might lose the duel. So it's a really nice deck. So go ahead, copy the deck if you guys like it. So it's a blue eyes OTK deck. This deck is becoming really popular in MasterDuel because not a lot of people knows how to play against it. And you can pretty much OTK your opponent with this. So let's begin the duel. It's a quick duel because I was able to defeat it right away. I believe I go first, if I can recall well. And my opponent board breaks me. So I start here with a Scar of the VenDread, 1 Magna Hunt, 1 Horus, the Slayer, and Chaos Space. So I activate Chaos Space to send to the graveyard the Slayer to add Ceruneo. I use the effect of Sarcophagus of it's empty. I banish the Magna Hunt, summon Lubellion. So with Lubellion, I send the what's the name? The Regained. I start setting up my field. I activate the Scar to add the Reorigin. I summon the first defense boss monster, the Photon Lore, in case my opponent tries to Nibiru. Then I summon the other Horus monsters to summon the number 38 Hope. I set, and then with Brand the Beast, I added the Regain. So look at this, I have a really good defense here. Spells and trap protection, monsters protection. I have 1 VenDread Reorigin to tribute my opponent's monsters. It doesn't matter what monster that has a level it is. You can tribute boss monsters and regular monsters. We also have the Bestial Branded Regained, and we also have a Bestial Ceruneo to bring back from the graveyard for more defense. My opponent activates here Heat Wave. So now with the Heat Wave, I can no longer, it says here at the start of your main phase, neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters. So because of this, I wasn't able to special summon Ceruneo. And obviously you gotta negate Change of Heart. I negate it. And then he board breaks me here using Dark Hole. Boom. And now he activates Slash Draw to send. And he managed to add send one of the blue eyes into the deck. From the graveyard to the deck. From the deck to the graveyard here. Now he recycled back to activate the trap card, the spell card, so he can summon the blue eyes. So I did something cool here. Before he summons the third one, I activated the Reorigin to stop the third summoning. And also my opponent only has 1 blue eyes here on the field. So what I do here, I skip because I know I'm going to survive the next turn anyways. So my opponent couldn't OTK me, he realizes it, and he gives up. Okay guys, now let's move into the second duel, and here I was playing against a Mikanko deck and it looks nice. It looks powerful too. Almost he's running 49 cards, basically 50 cards, and I was able to defeat it as well, playing with the VenDreads. I believe I go second here, so if you guys want to copy this deck, go ahead. It's nice, it's powerful. Let's begin the duel. The Halloween special VenDread. Okay, so I believe I start second. Yeah, I do start second here. And I open up with a Ash Blossom, a Call by the Grave, one Dark Ruler, Chaos Space, and Branded Regain. My opponent here summons the Invoker. I Ash it, obviously. My opponent activates Triple Tactics and sets 2 and passes. So he couldn't go full combo because I Ash his Invoker. So I sent to the graveyard the one of the VenDreads, added Lobelian. Now I'm going to use the VenDread zombie to recycle him back. My opponent activates the Maxis. I call by. Here I recycle back now the VenDread zombie. Summon Lobelian. He sends Cyrano. I send Cyrano to the graveyard. Sorry, the Drace one. And I pass. My opponent gives up. So it seems like he did not draw. He did not had a good hand, and the small play that he did was all he had. Let's move on into the third duel, and I was playing here against a T-Element, 40 deck T-Element, and it looks really powerful. So if you guys like the deck, go ahead, copy the deck. This is a pure T-Element deck. So if you guys recognize the card, go ahead and copy. Let's play. Alright. And I go second here. So my opponent... so it's my opponent's turn. He summons the Fenrir, adds the Kashtira Telement. He summons from the graveyard. So I open up here with the Cyrano. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use Cyrano and also the Nibiru to stop my opponent's board. So here, somewhere here, I think I Bistio, one of his T-Element cards. I think I banned, yeah. So I target, what's her name? I target the Halfness and summon the Cyrano. He activates the Halfness, the other one. What's the other one? Well, the other one's name is Shireen. He's gonna go for fusion summoning here. He recycle back to summon Kid Kalos. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Nibiru now. He summons the Time Thief, and this is when I clear the board with Nibiru. My opponent sends more cards to the graveyard, And he has a little bit of defense here. He has a transaction rollback and imper. He also has a snow in the graveyard as well. So I start and I add Livelian. With Livelian, my opponent tries to flip the Nibiru so I don't ritual summon. So he was preventing me from ritual summoning. And then I added the Dry Swarm. And with Dry Swarm, I banish his terrain. And my opponent gives up. Alright. And now let's move on into the final duel, guys. And this is the most interesting one. This is the longest one too. And I was playing here against a really nice punk Horus deck here. He is also using cards like he's using the Gamma package. So it's a really nice Horus deck. And if you guys, it's a nice Horus punk deck. So if you guys like it and you want to have this deck, go ahead and copy the deck. And you guys are going to see how I beat this deck. It's a really nice gameplay. So let's try, let's begin. And I go second too on this one. Okay, let's begin. And I start here with a empty, a Flame Deity, one Origin, Dark Ruler, and one VenDread Reorigin. My opponent begins the Punk Engine. He summons the Carp. He activates the Carp's effect to summon 2 more Punks from the deck. He activates the Field Spell, so he can go for Dragon, the Jam Dragon. He summons the, I believe, the Kioi Punk to add the Ghost Orc for hand trap protection. And now it's my turn. I add the Horus. I start the Horus engine. I activate the Knights to send the Dark Ruler. I don't need Dark Ruler to break this board. I activate Sarcophagus to send to the graveyard the VenDread. The what's the name? The Scavenger. And then with the effect of the Sarcophagus, he destroys the Sarcophagus, and I summon the big boss deity, the Horus. I made a small mistake here. I accidentally click and activated the VenDread Reorigin, and I managed to sacrifice, to tribute one of his punk. So he missed the normal summoning. It was also good that I did that as well, that the click happened, because he wouldn't be able to keep adding more punks from the deck to the hand. He wasn't able to because I tributed right away. But it was a small mistake. I clicked by mistake here. I actually wanted to save it the trap card Reorigin to tribute a bigger boss monster. So let's continue. He actually summons here. He summons here the no punk, and then he summons the other one to go for Psychic and Punisher. So he's 26 life points here, and I'm 8,000. And it seems like he has now a field control. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add Scar, activate the Sarcophagus effect to keep dumping more Horus. Now I add the Revenuous to Ritual Summon, and I summon for the big boss. VenDread Scavenger. So he's 2800, and then I summon the other guys, and I use also his second end Punisher to go for Underworld Goddess, and that's how I was able to defeat him and defeat also his boss Psychic and Punisher. And this is how I won the duel, guys. Alright guys, so this is the Halloween special VenDread Zombie Ritual deck, and I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. I took a long time perfecting this deck. You know, VenDreads, they don't have a lot of support, so I was thinking of making a VenDread deck that it is as powerful as possible, and I believe, in my opinion, this is the best way that you guys can play VenDread. So if you guys are interested in this zombie VenDread deck, go ahead, copy the deck, make this deck, have fun. And yeah guys, this is the VenDread deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please guys, stay tuned for more deck profiles. I have more cool decks that I've been working on that I want to show you. This is just a Halloween special, and I wanted to showcase this deck. So stay tuned for more deck profiles. I have more deck profiles to show, and a bunch of them are really cool that I haven't released yet. I'm also going to stream this week as well, sometime Friday, Saturday, so stay tuned for that. I'm also going to stream this deck in that stream, so stay tuned for that as well, guys. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.